Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. Candied sweet potatoes are on the menu today. Hey fam, what's up, what's up? Guess what we doing today? Sweet potatoes, baby. As the old country people call them, candy yams. But let me tell y'all something right now. This is not a yam. This is a sweet potato. A yam is different. The skin of it is different. The texture of it is different. This is not a yam. So these are not candied yams. These are candied sweet potatoes. And the reason why they're called candied sweet potatoes is because they get a lot of sugar put on them. All right? So we are making sweet potatoes today, baby. Making sweet potatoes Miss Glow's way. I'm telling you, you're about to learn something. If you didn't already know how to make sweet potatoes, the holidays coming up too, you can surprise everybody. You make the sweet potatoes. All that butter, sugar, all them seasonings in it, you can make the sweet potatoes. Like, just be so good. You could be wondering how you learn how to make it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. I got this. Here's what we need to make sweet potatoes. Candied sweet potatoes. Sugar, of course. Light corn syrup, butter, salted or unsalted. Sweet potatoes, of course. Brown sugar. That was white sugar, brown sugar. Pure vanilla extract, nutmeg, and cinnamon. All right, y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. Whoever regularly watch my channel, you already know this coming at some point. It's coming. All right. We're gonna start working. So what I am gonna do is move this camera down so you can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. Alright. Try to get you a little closer. Easy peasy. If you have a potato peeler, by all means use that potato peeler. I'm gonna show you. I do have one. I'm gonna show you how I peel my sweet potatoes. All right, so if you don't have a potato peeler, now you can take this knife. Now what I do is sit it up on the side like this, and then it's like a little circle. That little circle around there right there, now that's where I start cutting that with the knife. So I'll start right there and cut down. So I'll cut all of that, but I'll follow the shape of the potato. You know what I mean? So follow the shape of the potato, and then every time you see that little white, that's where you know you want to cut it. So you want to cut that far down into your potato, and you just want to slice that all the way down. Now, sometimes you're going to get these ill-shaped potatoes. When you get ill-shaped potatoes, improvise. Like I said, follow the shape of the potato with the knife. So when you get to the bottom right here, if it curves down, curve your knife in a little bit and cut that part of that off. But at the end, if you don't get it, you can flip these over. You can flip them over and you can see if you got all of the skin off. So these are fairly easy. They look daunting. When I was a kid, it just looked so hard. Like cutting sweet potatoes was just a mess, but once I got older, I'm thinking, okay, cool, I could do this. So now, what you want to do with this potato is you want to roll it all the way around. If it's got a little bit of that lighter color on there, you can leave it. But if it's got any of that skin on it, take it off. So now I'm going to demonstrate really quickly, because I'm going to wash these off before I put them in the pan. So now I'm going to demonstrate to you. Now you're going to cut these as thick or as thin as you want to. Now, if you want disc shapes of potatoes, you want it to hold its shape, you have to cut these thicker. But if you're going to smash them up a little bit, you're going to have some pieces in there. Then if that's the way you do your potatoes, then you will slice them a little bit thinner. So I would usually slice mine about that thick. So you see how thick that is. I usually slice mine about that thick. Now let me tell you something about these. I know people have sweet potatoes on the stove all damn day. And I keep these sweet potatoes on the stove all day. You know how long it takes white potatoes to get ready? That's how long it takes these sweet potatoes to get ready. So before you start pouring all that seasoning stuff in, now when you get to the end of the potato like this, be really careful. Make sure you have it on a flat side. You know what I'm saying? So that you don't cut yourself. So what I normally do is I'll start working my knife like a seesaw motion down in there to get it. Now this last piece, I'll cut this into 2. So I'll find a side like that. And I'll hold it and then cut that down the middle, and then I'll start rocking my knife a little bit like that. Just like that. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'll start rocking it with that rocking motion all the way down. Got 2 pieces of potato. You see what I'm saying? So now this is it. At this point, what you're gonna do is, so I'm gonna put these in a colander, in a strainer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna rinse these off before we put them in the pan. So the next time I come back, we'll be putting all the potatoes in the pan. I have 3 of them. So I'll come back, we'll put them in the pan. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna put some water in it. We're gonna put some more, of course. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna lay these out though. So I'm gonna put them in as much of a layer as I can. All right, I'm gonna put them in much of a layer. They can double up because they're still gonna cook through very, very nicely. So if you got a lot of sweet potatoes, then they're gonna pile all up on the top. They're gonna be sitting up on the top just like that. See, that's a thicker one, so I'm gonna get that down in the water. I'll put one of the thinner ones up top. All right, so that's what you wanna do. These can overlap. They can pile all the way up in the whole pan, and if you have a deeper pan, then just make sure you do just that. So watch. I'm gonna make sure I cover them with water. All right, they cover water. Looks like a lot. It looks like a lot of juice in there. Don't worry about it. Some of it's gonna cook away, and some of it we're gonna get rid of at the end. So we're gonna really thicken it up when we put the other seasonings in it. All right, so I'm gonna put this on a high heat and bring this to a boil. Now, one of the first things I am going to put in here right now is white sugar. All right, so you'll see me put, and this is why they are called candied sweet potatoes. All right, because you put a lot of sugar, okay? All right, so you put. Now, no need to measure the sugar at this point right here. So after we get these potatoes to a rolling boil, you're going to put it down on a medium heat. And when you put it down on a medium heat, put a top on it. At this point, don't add anything extra. Just put a top on it. Keep this down low, because now these potatoes are like fork tenders. So now what we're going to do is get some flavor into them. So we're going to get the sweet potato flavor in it that we're looking for. All right, so we're gonna get them really sweet. Stop. We're gonna get them really sweet. All right, so if you got clear vanilla extract, use that. I don't. I got this one today, so, I mean, it's okay with me. So if you like a lighter colored potato, then you're gonna have to make it do what it do, darling. All right, so now this to me is the quick and easy way, because people just make it so difficult to make sweet potatoes, and it's not. It's just not that difficult. All right, so now we're gonna put, this one will darken them up too, so you gotta be real careful with this. What I normally do when I put cinnamon in here is I try to put as much cinnamon as I need to put in here before I turn these potatoes over, so that they don't get dark on this side. So I try to turn them over, and if you want them whole, try to turn them over whole. I try to keep as many of them whole as I can. So you get instead of a mushy plate of potatoes, you'll get, see, now this will make, see, this will spread the cinnamon out, which that's what we want, to spread the cinnamon out. All right, now, easy on the nutmeg. It will take over the dish. Very easy on the nutmeg. You want to use fresh nutmeg, do that. All right, so next thing, we're going to put, let me get a scoop. We're going to put some brown sugar. So I got about a 1/4 scoop here. Now what we want to do, what we're attempting to do now is we're going to turn this liquid into a syrup. So your potatoes should, your liquid should be syrupy. All right, so you gotta spread that out with your fingers. Do it. Okay, do it, do it, do it. All right, now. All right, so I'm gonna let this butter melt in here. I need this flavor all over everything. So. I got 2 pats of butter there. I'm gonna put about 4 to 5 pats. I like a buttery and sweet potato. So I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna put. I'll be sure about 5 butter because I like a lot of butter taste in mine. All right, so I'm gonna let this melt down, cook down some before I even put the corn syrup in it. I'm gonna let this go for a little bit. So I don't put white sugar back in here again. I don't personally. Now, my suggestion to you is that you take a spoon and you taste that juice. Because you know how you like your potatoes, you taste that juice and see. So here you can, the potatoes are cooked. So if you want to boil this on a higher heat, you can. I'm gonna boil these until this butter melts, okay? All right, let these go. This is on high. And the reason why it's on high is because we're gonna reduce this down to a syrup. Now, so I'm gonna put some corn syrup in there. Some light corn syrup. Put dark corn syrup in there. It's going to turn your potatoes really dark. So I use light corn syrup to keep a beautiful color to the sweet potatoes. All right, so now I'm trying to get the syrup stirred in there, but I do not want to break the potatoes. If you want to break yours, that is fine though. So keep stirring them. Let them go. This is going to reduce down into a thick syrup, and that's what we want, a thick syrup. Now, when you're halfway through reducing, check that out. As you can see, it's starting to look syrupy, like a syrupy consistency. So that's what you want. Now, the key to it at this point is to keep the top off it. Keep the top off it and let this thicken up, all right? So I'm moving that one off, but if you want to leave your potatoes whole, like I said, don't move them because you're going to break them if you do. All you want to do is reduce this. You're going to let this reduce down. It's going to get thicker. It's going to be really thick syrup because that's what you're looking for. Ooh, wait, so that syrup get on that dressing, all that macaroni and cheese. Ooh. Yeah, this that real thick one. Gotta get that one out in the syrup. Get those out of there, buddy. Yeah, so see, some of mine will break. I didn't intend on leaving mine whole like that anyway, so if they break, it's cool. But check that out. So that's reduced all that I wanted to. That juice is good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, and that's it. Our sweet potatoes are ready. I just gotta plate them. Give me a second to plate them. I'll be right back. It's tasting time, baby. These sweet potatoes smell so good. I'm telling y'all. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I don't want to waste my juice. Oh, y'all know when that juice get on that macaroni, that dressing. You know when that sweet juice get on stuff on your plate. It's so good. I know that's so greedy, but wait. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving. But let me tell you something. Really, on a serious note. This is the quickest, easiest method I know to cook sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes, and get that sweet cinnamon, nutmeg, buttery flavor all into the potato. So this is easy. You don't have to take 2 to 3 hours to cook it. It cooks a hell of a lot faster than you think. So trust me on that one. Try this method. I'm telling you, you won't go back to the old way you're making them. You will not go back. That is a delicious damn potato. Look at that. Yeah, I got it up on the floor. It's steamy too. Look at that. Ooh-wee. I hate to be blowing and everything on camera, but this is hot. This just came out the pan. I don't want to burn my tongue either because I got other stuff I want to eat tonight. Just saying. That's so good. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving. This is really good. Now, you all have to try it. Now, remember what I'm saying. You can adjust the amount of butter, the amount of sugar. You can put as much or as little as you want to. So these potatoes, it's kind of a giving dish. So you really can't mess it up unless you're just a really no-count cook. You really just can't cook. In that case, you need to watch my video and cook along with me. So you can keep pausing and get all your stuff ready, and you keep pausing and cooking it at the same time that I'm cooking it. So you can do that if you want to. So that'll help you if you really. I really don't know how to cook that, but. So, and if you want to keep your potato slices whole like I did, then watch the video, do it like that. But if not, you don't mind, you know, if they're smashed up or whatever, it won't make too much of a difference at all. Right? So just, well, I'm probably about to finish this whole plate of them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 6 more slices left. That's not a lot, right? That's not a lot. All right. Have any questions, comments? Leave it down in the box. I will definitely read them. And if you have not hit like, share, subscribe, do that. You won't be disappointed. Trust me on that one. Thanks for watching. Ooh, y'all. Thanksgiving is coming. See y'all later. As always, I appreciate you. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.